We're 30 minutes into the show. Let's find out how well we're doing for that. We go down to Fox News Channel's newsroom, where we find Andrew Levy. Andy likes to necklace the homeless with his good friend Chuck Woolery.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No. In fact, sadly, it's caused the end of my friendship with C-Dubs.
Really?
He's a bad man, Greg.
Wow. You shouldn't have been following him in the first place.
You're right.
I hope you learned something.
I should have listened to you. Yep. Yeah, it's a shame that people at home aren't going to get to hear that Anthony Anderson interview. It's really good. By the way, someone should tell him he doesn't have to call the guy who runs his website master. We fought a whole war to get rid of that. Let's see. Oh, I'm not a fan of the whole Alisyn 1, Alisyn 2 thing, so I'll be referring to Alisyn McCurdy as Alisyn and Alisyn Camerota as Paige.
Fine.
Gregolog, you said if you want bad people to stop being bad, just point a loaded firearm at them. You can actually get them to clean your house.
It's true.
So you're saying more guns, less grime.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
Clean up the city, clean up your house.
Exactly.
That's my motto when I run for city council.
It's a good one.
In my brain.
It's a good one. I still won't vote for you, but it's a good one.
You don't have to, because I've already won in my brain.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Sure.
Would you like to go to the after party?
Is it in your basement?
It's in my brain.
Which I think is in your... Oh, that's someone else's brain that's in your basement. Yeah. David Copperfield accused of rape. I guess his defense is that it was an illusion. Yes. Greg, you said magicians spend their whole lives trying to fool people just like a rapist. Or a talk show host. Oh, Paige, in addition to the $2 million in cash they seized from Copperfield's warehouse, the feds also took a computer hard drive and a memory chip from a digital camera system.
Good enough.
Okay.
They're doing their job.
Tandem reporting right here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
When you're on Fox and Friends First, directly after the show, it's something you should know.
Let me take a note.
Okay. San Fran considers safe injection rooms for addicts. Yeah, when I first saw this story, the headline was SF considers shooting gallery for drug addicts, which I thought was really harsh. Then I realized I was wrong, and I thought, man, should they be giving guns to junkies? Greg, you asked why just heroin. Actually, it would be heroin, coke, and other drugs.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you've changed my mind by doing extra research.
Thank you. I think. My question is, aren't there federal anti-drug laws? Can a city just do this?
Not in San Francisco.
That's another question I didn't answer.
Okay. Greg, you asked what's next, a safe haven for pedophiles. Is your basement not exempt from those laws? It's not, is it? It's not, is it?
No.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring it up. I know
it wasn't something that you should bring up.
I know it's a sore subject, as are many of the people in your basement, and I apologize.
I think those cheerleaders are there.
They're actually dressed as cheerleaders, but I wouldn't call them cheerleaders. I'd call them frightened paper boys.
Paige, when you said you came of age during Paradise by the Dashboard Light, what exactly did you mean?
Meatloaf was popular when I was an adolescent.
Right. But when you say you came of age, that's all you mean?
No, Meatloaf was a coming-of-age band for my generation.
That's disappointing. All right, is cheerleading a sport? No, and here's my reason why. I believe anytime you have judges giving scores, it's not a sport, it's a competition. Speed skating, a sport. Figure skating, not a sport.
Wow.
100-meter freestyle, a sport. Synchronized swimming, not a sport.
Oh.
Doesn't mean something doesn't take great athletic ability. It's just not a sport. Sports are decided by the players on the field, not by judges.
Wow.
The only exception to this is soccer, and that's because anything that can make people watching it fall into a coma is also not a sport. Also, cheerleading doesn't need to be a sport. Guys are going to watch it anyway.
Exactly.
What difference does it make?
It's true.
Yeah. I'm going to go out on that one.
Very good, Andy.
Okay.
I think we just fell into a coma.
I am not a sport. The halftime report is not a sport.
And we judge it a 5.3.
Very quickly, I just want to plug my show K-ville and my ringtones.
It's more like...
I'm not your mama, answer your phone.
That's so urban. It really is.
Your mother.
I didn't sound like that. Please leave me alone. Go away, Andy. Go away. Let's continue on with the Friday festivities. Alisyn Camerota, Alisyn 1, Fox and Friends First co-host, which you can see weekdays at 6 a.m. Eastern. If brains were cramps, I'd get her once a month. And then all I'd want to do is curl up with my cat, Mittens McFrisky. Irish. Alisyn McCurdy, actress and former Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. If hotness were a magnifying glass, I'd use her to burn ants. Jeff Lichtman, criminal defense attorney. If legal expertise were peyote, I'd do him in the desert, near a cactus, and then die of exposure. And Doug Benson, wonderful. He's featured on a new DVD called The Comedians of Comedy, live at the Troubadour, and in a new CD from Comedy Central Records called Comedy Death Ray. If hilarity were a carpenter, I'd let him work on my wood. Is the University of Massachusetts driving that train? High on cocaine? The school is now offering History 297D, otherwise known as How Does the Song Go? The Grateful Dead as a window into American culture. Each class opens with a Dead song, and other songs are played throughout the lectures. The course uses the band as a backdrop for recent history, meaning the professor is a pothead. Doug, do you think this is the greatest thing ever?
Yes.
Why?
People study dead languages in colleges all the time. Why not dead music?
That's so true.
Really dead music, as it turns out.
I love the way you turned that around. Jeff, critics say this is just another example of the dumbing down of higher education. Do you agree?
I do, sadly. I think if I'm a kid in college, it's fun because I don't have to take it early in the morning. Obviously, it's not going to be offered first. And secondly, I'll be able to get all those pot and mushroom connections. But if I'm paying $50 grand a year as a parent, no good.
Alisyn, too. Out-of-state tuition is over 20 grand to go to this school. Would you pay for that for your kid to study a band full of hippies?
I just want to know, where were classes like this when I was in college?
It's true. Well, you just got out of college.
I missed out.
You just got out of college. You're about 24.
You charmer.
Yes. I use that line all the time, Bill.
You said it's a Dunkin' commercial break.
The thing that bothers me most, I'll go to Alisyn 1 because I hate Bill.
All right.
What is with Grateful Dead fans? What is wrong with them? They can listen to 70 versions of Fire on the Mountain and think that each one is different, like a snowflake.
How about space? I need to take this class for them to explain space to me. I went to a Dead concert and they played for like 20 minutes just this cacophony of an instrumental with no lyrics.
Alisyn, that's the point of the drugs. That's the point where you're supposed to load up with the mushrooms and the pot. Sorry that you missed that. Somebody didn't tell you.
I missed a critical part of the concert. But
They're
to say
not called jam bands because of your favorite snack to eat while watching it.
Because, as you know, Doug likes to go to concerts with a bowl full of jam and a spoon and just rock out.
A loaded bowl with jam and smoke it.
All right, enough of this garbage. Coming up, building the perfect insulated crawl space with my good friend Val Kilmer. Could rules of engagement star Bianca Kajlich be any hotter? Perhaps if I make her wear this down jacket. Why can this bird dance better than me? That's a pretty mean question, considering I was born without toes, you stupid jerk. Dear valued viewer, sorry about the stupid jerk thing. I'll answer mail just to make you feel better.